Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. It was a forgettable season for both of these teams, and the South's oldest rivalry, and the Cavs couldn't even find any solace in winning this game against the Tar Heels. Carolina cruised and had a big lead after 3 and coasted home with the W.
Well, it was a big win for North Carolina, snapping a 4-game losing skid going into that.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cavaliers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well.
Man, let me see that replay real quick. Let me see. Oh, no wonder why. Yeah, it's a little one.
Protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because they...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Brought down
Little
at the
one,
20-yard line
please.
after ripping off the big play.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the...
Trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal getting them tackled.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the third most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. The give to the back. Running to Green. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Line getting set on second down.
How you not?
Quarterback's got the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Well one.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye.
What was that?
For the 11th time. Made the... The pick was hoping to on the return, he'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Go one. Please, stop.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. He makes the
Go one. No, stop,
They
stop,
stop
stop.
him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he
This is the most ridiculous, man. Quarterback done sold me, man. Like, what kind of pass was that? You literally threw it fake.
Quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal call. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then love to get something going here.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down.
What?
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out
Bro,
to the
you
defense
can't.
down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Turning on the Jets. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
No reason as to.
Creates a little room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup
That
on
was
the
one.
play. They'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Cavaliers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is one of the gambles you take playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Lopez to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, yo, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
we
has not been
cooked
able to
this.
find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game.
This quarterback,
that was a really good example of it
he not
again.
ready.
If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now everybody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball out.
This is just
They'll
terrible.
break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Brown.
Bro,
There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage.
Wide
Doesn't
open
need to be a
passes
throw deep
that,
down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's caught. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
We just need to get this season over with.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
This is just a terrible,
and in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. The Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said...
Fires one
there you
high
go.
and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge.
Okay.
And also the
Maybe that's what my quarterback needs to
to
see.
be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in
need the
stride
defense to
so
lock
he can
in
get
now.
run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Morris. Using the quick game.
What in the world? What kind of
first down
that?
on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Get the
spaces. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nope.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss.
So
There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's
I know
a
how
good
you feel,
throw,
man.
and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense.
Got a
They
fumble,
have let this guy have
no
too much
reason,
time
man.
to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Made
Come on.
the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it back from
I think
inside
that's probably what my quarterback needs to see. That first touchdown pass in the second half. Probably what he needs to see.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited
Right,
and ready
defense
to go.
lock
So
in
this
now.
offense,
Come on.
David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's
There you
Thomas.
go.
They make the stop, trying
stop.
to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Lining up to convert third down. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle,
Oh,
it's
he
Thomas.
caught that shit.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38.
Oh,
and these
stop.
guys are on the move.
Stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Gets out fast. They make the tackle, but he's got...
You are literally right there. What you doing?
Set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Virginia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fights off a defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
All right, we're not doing
Just
them
didn't
pass,
seem
them
like
type
the
of
quarterback and
pass
his
plays. Apparently
intended
he can't
target
throw.
were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys
Boy,
on the tight end.
Jesus, he almost overthrew that pass.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Ship. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again.
The screen pass plays on this.
As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw again. Target on him, but got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take it.
Lots of running room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
My quarterback sold me.
Physicality wins football.
Bro was missing 5 open passes like crazy, man.
And right here, just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
Dog, if you didn't seen all the blow, like it was so many open passes he was overthrowing out of this world.
And so it means so much in sports.
Trash, though. He sold me the game, yo. Trash quarterback. Trash. Super trash, yo. Super trash, yo. Matter of fact, man, you better, ooh, man. He a freshman, so I'm trying to just, you know. God awful. If there was a way I can go back and watch them highlights.